What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Foeontheflicks. I'm your host, Forrest Rooney, and I'm back with another review. I just finished the new movie called Fall. Oh my goodness. I was surprised. This was pretty good, actually. Really good, actually. PG 13, hour 47 minutes, 6.4 out of 10 IMDb, 75% Rotten Tomatoes, 2.8 out of 5 Letterbox. Shitting on them. 89% of Google users like this movie, though. I'm going to get right into the premise. Um, for best friends Becky and Hunter, life is all about conquering fears and pushing limits. However, after they climb 2,000 feet to the top of a remote abandoned radio tower, good idea, right? They find themselves stranded with no way down. Now their expert climbing skills are put to the ultimate test as they desperately fight to survive the elements, a lack of supplies, and vertigo-inducing heights. Okay, sound interesting enough? I thought so. Thought it was intriguing, and I wasn't disappointed. It was a pretty good-ass movie. I'm gonna do my spoiler review here for you guys, and I'm gonna get right into it. So right off the go, in the first minute or two, we see the main character, Becky, rock climbing with her husband, Dan, and Dan falls. And he dies. Spoiler, just kidding, you'll see that. It'll be established about a minute in. And if you watch the trailer of this, you already know that's what happens. And basically, her dad, played by Negan from Walking Dead, if you guys know him. I can't think of his name off the top. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Hunter, her friend, is played by Virginia Gardner, and Becky, the main character, is Grace Fulton. Kind of a green cast. I'm not super familiar with any of them besides Jeffrey Dean Morgan, obviously as Negan. And anyway, so Negan's worried. Her dad's worried about her. Reaches out to her friend Virginia, who happened to be on the same climb when her husband died. And he's worried about her because it's been like a year and she's just kind of still down and depressed, and she can't get over the death of her husband, and he just wants her to get back to living her life, and he's tired of seeing his daughter just miserable every day. So but little does he know, Hunter, Becky's friend, has a bright, brilliant idea. What better way to face your fears than to climb this ancient, pretty much abandoned for a very good reason, tower that is 2,000 feet high. I mean, this thing is up there. And for reference, the Empire State Building's tip top is 1,454 feet. So they're going 2,000 feet. Pretty fucking crazy high. And yeah, don't be thrown off by the first scene, because the CGI and everything when they're climbing and her husband falls, when Dan falls, it looks a little like what's the word campy. That's what it looks like. But that's just the beginning. You'll quickly forget about that, and the rest of the movie's decent, makes up for it. I give it 80% on the FoeScale. Now Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 75%, and it could have got closer to 100 if the production value was a little better. But the acting, the story was very clever. There's lots of twists. I mean, you're gonna be thinking, how many twists can there be? They climb up a tower and get stuck. Like, what surprises could they bring you in this movie? But just watch it and you will not be disappointed. As soon as you think one thing's happening, you're like, oh my goodness, this is actually happening. Wow, I did not see that coming. And you'll start to catch yourself saying stuff like, that's impossible, there's no way they could do that, blah blah blah, that's just terrible luck. But anyway, so they take on this adventure, and like the premise says, they have to use their expert climbing skills. And boy, that is an understatement, because they have to do some ridiculously insane, scary stuff just to survive. And oh my god, my palms were sweating about halfway through, all the way to the end. Uh, just sweaty ass palms. I'm like, the one thing that would make you invest more in the character is a little bit more of a backstory, a little bit more of a introduction, if you will, to Becky and her life, other than a rock climbers. My husband died, and now I'm trying to face my fear and go on this thing with my friend. And basically, her husband used to say, if you are scared of dying, don't be afraid to live, or some shit like that. And so she basically takes his advice and her friends and has this sympathetic idea, great whatever idea, to spread his ashes at the top of this 2,000-foot tower. And yeah, I'm not gonna get an. Hey, Oreo's in here. He's making his debut. That's Oreo Kitty. Say hi, Oreo Kitty. Anyway, so yeah, I just thought it was really good. Actually, it really surprised me because from the beginning you start to think, oh, this is gonna be kind of a cheesy knockoff movie, but halfway through it, you're like, wow, this is actually pretty good. And then by the end, you're like, yeah, this is really a solid film. And yeah, that's my review of Fall. If you guys have seen it and you liked it, like I did, well, let's talk about it in the comments. Don't be shy. And if you didn't, let me know why too. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the acting was pretty good. What's her name? Hunter is just a fearless broad. I mean, free solo and whatever they call it with no attachments. The chick is brave. She's fearless. And I would be shitting my pants literally. I used to do tree work, and I could never climb. That's why I had broken my back and had surgery, because I was on the ground all the time, just lifting all those massive logs and dragging all those huge branches and lifting thousands of pounds a day for years. And then eventually my back was like, oh, we're going to separate from the vertebrae, and you're going to need to get a fusion. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything too important in the movie, but I just want to impress upon you guys that I definitely recommend this one for any thrillers, fans of thrillers. Definitely not a horror, but it's a thriller for sure. So check it out, and I hope you like it. And I hope you like the review. This is Foeontheflicks. Like and subscribe if you wish. If you don't wish, don't. That's completely fine with me too. But yeah, I'll be back with some more reviews for some more shows and movies. So stay tuned. And peace.